Hey there, welcome back to Hiking for Health Reviews. This time we're reviewing the book My First Summer in the Sierra by John Muir. This is published by Penguin Nature Classics. Penguin published it, and it's quite good. Don't read this if you're looking for some kind of super action plot, because this is not a story, this is not fiction. This is literally a printing of John Muir's journal during a trip that he took, his very first time going into the California Sierra Mountains. He took a trip with a sheep herder from the Central Valley all the way up into the Merced Valleys, following the Merced River, into Yosemite Valley. Through that, in this journal, he actually goes off by himself and gets across to the east side of the Sierras to Mono Lake. And so he kind of journals about that all the way through. It's interesting to me because I've always loved the Sierras. I grew up around the Sierras. I learned to backpack in the Sierras. So it's kind of neat seeing them through the eyes of John Muir, someone that I have a lot of respect for, and most hikers do, because I mean he was the real thing. Let me tell you what. So it's kind of interesting because, again, this isn't fiction. This is literally his journal notes. And the thing that really strikes me home about John Muir reading these notes is the man was absolutely unashamed and unrestrained as far as his love for nature. I cannot tell you how many entries there are where he is just amazed by trees and how clearly this is just the most amazing thing. You have to read his entries. It's incredible how enthusiastic, and you could just really feel it, the way he wrote, how enthusiastic he was about what a lot of people would consider just little things. You know, small flowers by a stream, and the way that he noticed boulders had been moved by nature to become part of the stream and then made the river go different. He gets so excited about that kind of thing that it's fun to read, just because it's like, holy mackerel. And even though I said it's not really a plot, you do get a little bit of a plot there, because some wild things happen during this, because his job was basically to go along with the shepherd. He wasn't really working for the shepherd. It was his chance to get a look at the Sierras and things. But the deal was the shepherd let him come along if he would help now and then with the sheep. And basically his job most of the time was to make sure the bread for the day was done in the morning, so he took care of that. And then most of the time he'd have the whole day to just kind of wander around. But there were things that were going on. The flock was scattered here and there, and they'd go out and get them back. There was several nights where there were bear attacks close to the Yosemite Valley, where they were attacking the sheep and things like that. And so you get a little insight of life back then. And just the thing that just gets me, though, is his absolute unbridled enthusiasm, and it's absolutely amazing how excited he gets about just a lot of stuff. It's really cool, because I remember my first few times backpacking, and again, I learned to backpack in the Sierras and stuff like that. That's what it was for me. I got out there and it's like, holy mackerel, look at this and look at that, and wow. So I give this one 4 hiking boots out of 5. Really good read, especially if you're interested in hiking the Sierras, all that kind of thing, any kind of natural science. This book has a whole bunch of that in it. So if you're interested in that kind of thing, here it is. 4 out of 5, highly recommend it. My First Summer in the Sierra by John Muir.